You have all requested me to make this video before my 11th grade analysis, so here we are. Hi, I'm Crossing Reviews, and welcome back to the channel. After the release of SMG4 2024 Ranked, a lot of people have been requesting me to make a top 5 best and worst SMG4 characters, which is honestly a pretty cool idea. Now, in context, SMG4 has been one of my favorite YouTubers of all time since 2022, and one of the reasons is the characters. Each character has their own unique character traits, which makes them really enjoyable characters. Unfortunately, some of their character traits can make them bad characters, which is why this video is a top 5 best and worst SMG4 characters. Now let's go over the rules. I am obviously not a hater of SMG4. I love all of SMG4's content, but some of SMG4's content can honestly not be very good, and sometimes it is caused by a bad character or just a messy plot. So this video will go from 5th best, 5th worst, 4th best, 4th worst, and so on, similar to the SMR, who is now a pedophile of some sort. So without further ado, let's begin the list.
Holy shit, this weird fun guy, oh my god, you get voice, I hit it, go to the white man, oh my god,
This character first debuted in 2018, and ever since then, she has become one of the main SMG4 characters. Yep, the Meta Runner girl takes 5th place. Tari. She first appeared in SMG4 video Mario the Ultimate Gamer around the events of the Waluigi arc. She was mainly there as a video game trainer, helping Mario beat SMG4 in Super Smash Bros., which I thought was fine. But thankfully, Tari is not just some stereotypical gamer girl. She often has a deep passion for ducks and is also a pacifist, which means she can't harm anybody. All of those aspects in her really make her a charming character. However, in rare occasions, Tari's personality can actually be the main problem in some videos. Videos like The Big Bad Bully and Mario Goes to the Dentist show Tari's weaknesses, and both of those videos are tied for Tari's actual worst appearances in SMG4. In reality, the actual reason why Tari is placed in 5th place is because one of my friends named Derpy Small really loves Tari so much, to the point where he kept on guilt-tripping me to put her as my favorite SMG4 character. I now have understood why you love Tari so much, but Tari is just not really the best character in this series, and that is why Tari is the perfect character to start off my top 5 best.
She's a Goomba now!
Meggy is an SMG4 character I really enjoy more than other people. And at one point, she was considered my favorite SMG4 character after watching How to Train Your Mario. And the reason is obviously because it's the introduction to Man-Child Mario. What I really just love about Meggy is her design and her charming personality. Now imagine if Meggy didn't have those traits. Yeah, that's a real SMG4 character I have just made up. Leggy is one of the most annoying SMG4 characters ever, and it's really a big fat shame that the SMG4 fandom actually loves this character. She's just Meggy, but with legs! That is the most unoriginal design I have ever seen for an SMG4 character. Even more unoriginal than Peach's design. She first debuted in 2023, right after Western Spaghetti. Before the inclusion of meme hunters, Leggy actually started off as a joke character, which I thought was fine, simply because she was not in too much SMG4 videos. But since Meme Hunters was released, Leggy has been one of the main SMG4 characters for who knows how long. And what's even worse is that SMG4 already made merch of the already pre-existing character. So what is Leggy's whole character? Well, it's this one running annoying joke. Her voice is also very irritating as well.
Leggy, then come with me to a magic place with fun and games!
I think you all get the point as to why I hate this character. Leggy is basically just Melanie, but a whole lot worse. Sometimes Leggy does remind me of Nezuko Kamino, but that does not save her from being an awful character.
Holy shit, this year on high, oh my god, you inspiration, I it is going to be
Chris is basically just Swagmaster, but doesn't have as much funny jokes. That well said, he is still a hilarious character in either direction. I always love Chris's reactions to Swagmaster's stupidity, which makes them my favorite duo in any show ever. I don't really have much to say about Chris because I'm going to be spending all of the segments about Chris in the Swagmaster segment. Still, a very hilarious, but otherwise perfect character.
Oh no, she's a Goomba now!
I have said this many times, but I absolutely hate the inclusions of the Teletubbies. This is like, I don't know, the 15th time I have talked about my hatred on the Teletubbies. It just will never stop because I absolutely hate how they just appear in SMG4 videos. I'm not even gonna get into all of their names because all 4 of them are equally terrible and share the 4th worst spot. So all 4 of these Teletubbies are basically just serial killers for absolutely no reason. I hate their repetitive joke of Tubby Costa! And in general, these characters and the show itself are not pleasant to sit through. The absolute worst of the Teletubbies has to be in Tubby TV, my least favorite 2014 video. I absolutely hate how the Teletubbies make Mario's life a living hell, all because they wanted 1 view on a video they made 2 years ago. That is a very, very stupid twist, and that's what makes the Teletubbies my 4th least favorite SMG4 characters.
Holy shit, this year on high, oh my god, you inspiration, I it is going to
I have actually been debating who is my 2nd and 3rd favorite SMG4 characters for a while because, honestly, their spots have kind of swapped back and forth for a while. But after my final decision of debating which character is better, I am happy which character got their placement. That means my 3rd favorite SMG4 character is Bob, another hilarious mainline SMG4 character. He first appeared in 2016 from the SMG4 video Can Ganondorf Come Out to Play. I really love how Bob is just a Garo from the game Legend of Zelda, which makes him an even funnier and original character. I really love how Bob starts off as this lonely wizard who has been stuck in the sewer for 500 years. 5 centuries! But it turns out that Bob is a hardcore rapper, and I mean very hardcore rapper. He literally makes a diss track out of every single one of his friends, including Fishy Boopkins. This all led to Psycho and the Darkest Hour song, which is my favorite SMG4 song ever. It feels so satisfying seeing Bob getting his comeuppance in the ending of the Rapper Bob arc. I really love how Bob learned his lesson about not dissing any of his friends. This is some really nice character development. And Bob nowadays is a gangster type character, and he's still very funny. His old jokes still remain intact to Bob's character, and I also love Bob's new design. It looks very cool. Not much else to say about Bob. He is a very hilarious character that sometimes makes me laugh out loud.
Oh no, she's a Goomba now!
What would happen if SMG4 Toad and SMG4 Peach had a baby? If you can combine both of those characters, you basically have Toadette. I have no clue why I originally put Toadette as a mediocre character, because she is so much worse than Toad. She first appeared in 2015 from the SMG4 video, The Toad, the Fat, and the Ugly. And I didn't even like that video that much. And one of the main problems with that video was Toadette and the creepy pedophilic ending. She claims that she's 9 years old and hates the idea of love, while she quite literally dates Toad herself. Yes, I know there could be multiple Toads and Toadettes in the SMG4 universe, but that doesn't make any sense. And it also doesn't make any sense that Toadette is 9 years old and Toad is actually getting away with dating her. I could honestly put Toad on the worst list as well, but he does have a majority of good appearances, which means he will most likely be a dishonorable mention. What Toadette is nowadays is a stereotypical crazy girlfriend who makes Toad's life a living hell. Like, that is literally her whole character, which does not make her an interesting character. She's definitely more tolerable than Peach because she doesn't appear as much as Peach, but she's still not an impressive character. And don't even get me started on shipping couples.
Holy shit, this weird fun guy, oh my god, you inspiration, I it is going to be
Now here's my quote-unquote former favorite SMG4 character. Look, I've really wanted to put her at number 1, but honestly, I just couldn't. The runner-up for the best SMG4 character ever is Meggy. She is definitely, without a doubt, the best written character, but is she the best character in SMG4? No. But a lot of her videos definitely have a lot of emotion put into it. Examples like Final Hours and World War Mario have some of the best emotion in SMG4, period. And in case some of you don't know, Final Hours is actually my favorite SMG4 video of all time. It's not even because of the plot, but I just love the emotion put into it, and that is why Final Hours is my favorite SMG4 video of all time. And there is Meggy's Destiny, another one of my favorite SMG4 videos, where Meggy tries keeping her promise of winning the Splatfest for Desti, who passed away in the anime arc, which caused Meggy to constantly think about what actually happened during that day of Desti's death. The spirit of Desti tells her that she should move on with her life, and Meggy finally does. This is amazing character development. But don't worry, the arc does not stop right there. Because about a year later, SMG4 released Mario Babies, where the beginning reflects on Meggy's flashback of meeting her idol One-Shot Ren, which is how Meggy always had One-Shot Ren's beanie. And it was later revealed that Meggy's idol wasn't exactly a good person. One-Shot Ren is an absolute psychopath, and this is why he is my favorite SMG4 villain. It's really crazy how Meggy praised her idol all of these years just to reveal that One-Shot Ren is a serial killer. Alright, I have had enough talking about Meggy. She is just that good of a character. And that is why she is my second favorite SMG4 character ever.
Oh no, she's a Goomba now.
I know a lot of the worst characters are very pointless, but this character is an absolute exception. The most pointless character out of any SMG4 character in this whole series is Jubjub. Now, Jubjub first appeared in a 2020 video called The Egg, which I actually thought was a pretty bad video. And ever since that video, Jubjub has become insufferable. His voice is exactly like Boopkins' voice if you make the voice as annoying as possible. And most of his actions throughout some videos are just pre-man-child Mario behavior. Who finds it fun to watch seeing a baby-like character cry over anything? I also despise the fact that SMG4 is using Jubjub as Mario's ragdoll punching bag. Like, if you were to actually make a character, give that character traits instead of using it as a punching bag. Also, why does Boopkins need a brother? I'm pretty sure Boopkins is fine by himself watching anime. I don't think Jubjub would be really interested in watching anime. He'd probably be more interested in watching something like Cocomelon or something. In my opinion, SMG4 really needs to stop adding children-like characters because we already have enough of them. And the best part about all of this is that Jubjub does not appear much aside from the YouTube arc. Alright, before I go over each number 1, I'm gonna go over the honorable and dishonorable mentions. Starting with the honorable mentions. Mario. He's freaking hilarious when his stupidity is done right, but sometimes he can be out of character. Luigi. I love how hilarious this wuss is, but sometimes he can also have annoying appearances. Steve. I don't understand why SMG4 doesn't use him often. He's so funny. Shroomy. He is so unappreciated, I feel like nobody talks about him. That's why he is very underrated. Melanie. Her role in the Revelations arc is absolutely amazing, but the rest of her appearances are very mixed. Psycho. She started off pretty bad, but her psychotic nature honestly makes her a pretty funny character. And SMG3. Pretty funny villain, but appears way too much. Now on to the dishonorable mentions. Starman 3. You obviously know why he's on here. Chica. She has one joke about pizza, and it is admittedly funny at first, but it gets annoying after a while. Wimpu. He is basically just a worse fishy Boopkins. The Box Club leader from the Revelations arc. I can't stand cult leaders in general, so I kind of hated myself for actually seeing what the Box Club actually is. And Toad. He is really out of character most of the time, but other than that, he's okay. Alright, without further ado, let's go to each number 1 to see what is the best and what is the worst SMG4 character.
Holy shit, this year gone by, oh my god, you inspiration, I hit it, go to my
So there is this Nintendo character whose name is Isabelle. And she is perhaps my favorite Nintendo character of all time. Definitely not because of my channel layout. I am really happy to say that Isabelle actually appears in SMG4. But the problem is, I can't put her at number 1 because she doesn't appear very much. If I treat her as a real SMG4 character, she'd definitely be number 1. But this number 1 spot appears a lot more often than Isabelle. My favorite SMG4 character of all time is Swagmaster 69696969. I mean, who else could it possibly be? This character is the straight-up comedian of SMG4. I previously talked a little bit about Chris's character, who is that type of character that always reacts in a hilarious way over Swagmaster's stupidity. However, in Swagmaster's case, he is the stupid character, but that's what makes me love him so much. Same with Chris. He first appeared in 2014 from the video Mario and the Spaghetti Factory. And ever since that video, they have actually made a whole series together called the GNR series. I'm not going to go over what GNR actually means because I don't want this video taken down. Even without the GNR series, Swagmaster would still be my favorite SMG4 character because of how much hilarious appearances he has. I laughed out loud when Swagmaster was reenacting Aladdin. I also laughed out loud from quite a few one-liners from Swagmaster in Mario's prison escape. I also laughed out loud in Mario's illegal operation where Fishy Boopkins throws an anime pillow right at Swagmaster and then he catches on fire. He also had a lot of laugh out loud moments in Mario gets his penis stuck in the door. That one scene in The Intruder where Swag and Chris are hunting down for that bee is the literal reason why The Intruder is a good video now. Even videos I don't even like as much, like Doomsday but Mario is okay, still showcase Swagmaster's hilarious moments. I think you all get the point as to why Swagmaster is the absolute best character in SMG4. Although Meggy definitely is a better written character than Swagmaster, Swagmaster manages to be a lot more funnier than Meggy. And that does not mean Meggy is unfunny. Meggy still has a lot of funny jokes still. They are just nothing compared to Swagmaster. And since I have recently checked out The Vacation, it is now my favorite 2018 video because of how hilarious Swagmaster is. So yeah, that means the Mario Mafia is no longer my favorite 2018 video, in case any of you don't know. Now let's go to the number 1 worst.
Oh no, she's a Goomba now!
I'm gonna be honest with you all, this was not even close. I've mentioned so many times about how much I despise this character in literally every year review I have made, except for the 2024 ranking video. And that's because she did not appear in 2024. Yep, my least favorite SMG4 character of all time still has got to be Peach. This character is so bad in every possible conceiving way that her good appearances honestly do not matter to her character. She's terrible in literally every way, to the point where calling her the devil would practically be a compliment. She is literally the first character that appears in SMG4, and wow, all of her appearances aside from a couple of others from SMG4 are really bad. Before the anime arc actually happened, Peach was a pretty bad character, but honestly, she was nothing really special. But after the anime arc, Peach has been insufferable. The first example of this is in Mario Does the Chores, where she commands Mario and all of his friends to do the chores. But like, isn't Peach the main ruler of her own castle? Can't she just clean it up? I don't know, what she does in this video does not make any sense. Another example of why I hate Peach is in Mario Gets Woke, where she quite literally gets offended over Mario calling her names. Get a chill pill, Peach, you are way too immature. Another big example of why I hate Peach is shown in If Mario Was in Fall Guys, where Donkey Kong swallows Princess Peach's crown and Peach blames Mario for all of this. Food Wars also shows Peach at an all-time low. where she quite literally hates parties. What kind of character hates parties? And basically the entire SMG4 crew gangs up against her because SMG4 really hates Peach. Another terrible appearance from Peach is in Doomsday But Mario is Okay, where Peach beats up Swag, all because Swag and Chris are about to blow up Peach's castle. Like, if you actually care about your own castle, clean it up, Peach, instead of forcing other people to clean it up. Another absolutely demonic appearance from Peach is in Mario Gets Into NFTs, where Peach is literally the devil in this one. I don't even know why she even turned into one. Oh yeah, because Mario sold the castle. But all of those reasons are absolutely nothing compared to the final reason. The main reason Peach is in last place is because she caused the plot of Boys vs. Girls. I'm serious. This one line instantly added her as my least favorite SMG4 character. Yep, because of Peach's existence, Boys vs. Girls is now the most hated SMG4 video ever. She's the cause of these pranks like this, and this. I seriously can't stand Peach. Nobody can stand Peach. Wait, what was that line from Schaefer Productions?
I don't even know if F tier accurately captures my feelings. This shit belongs in G tier. Congratulations!
Yep, Princess Peach is the very first character that is eligible for G tier. The character that has absolutely nothing good about them. Seriously, I hate Peach so much, I hope Peach literally never comes back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this video. Now, obviously, SMG4 is not a perfect YouTuber, but he does have some elements that do make him a really enjoyable YouTuber. And that's why I review his content quite a lot instead of SML. If you want to see all of my thoughts on the SMG4 videos, go watch my SMG4 year reviews to see what are my actual thoughts on the SMG4 videos. Thank you all for watching Crossing Reviews, and I will see you all in my very next video.